So recently I came across this article from the Associated Press about how the population drop in West Virginia was the largest in the US. And this is the data that came out of the 2020 apportionment data from the 2020 census. It's a pretty interesting story. But the one thing that I kind of like couldn't believe was, how it says that according to Census Bureau, only 79% of West Virginian households have a broadband internet subscription, the fifth smallest rate in the country. So, I wanted to go ahead and just double check and, look at the census data. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to go ahead and grab this data. We're going to use data.census.gov. I'm going to type in internet West Virginia. I'm going to hit search. So let's look at this table 2801. It's a subject table from the American Community Survey, types of computers and internet subscriptions. This is what the table looks like. So if you kind of scroll down here, you can see there's, people that have a computer versus people who don't have a computer. There's a type of internet subscriptions. And then you kind of scroll down here, you look at without an internet subscription. So it says about 18.6% don't have an internet subscription. So, okay. That's, if you're looking at the numbers, it still looks like the vast majority of the state, the people who live there have internet. So what I kind of want to do now is let's take it from the state level down to the county level and find out where are those areas where there are the more people who don't have an internet subscription. So let's do that. I'm going to click Customize Table. I'm just going to turn off my margin of error so the table looks a little bit better. I'm going to go to geographies. I want to switch from the entire state to the counties in West Virginia. And click All Counties and then hit Close. Okay, so now we have all of our counties here. So let's go ahead and make a map so we can get a visual of what it is that we're looking at. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to switch to the 5-year counties. So notice with the 1 year, we're not getting data for all the counties. That's because these counties have a population of less than 65,000 people. So we're going to switch from the 1 year to the 5-year data set, and you'll see the counties pop up. Boom. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and switch because we want to look for those that do not have an internet subscription. Here we go. Total households, type of internet subscriptions, without an internet subscription, the estimate. Okay. I'm going to do a couple things with this table. I'm going to switch from natural breaks to quantile. See, so if you kind of play around a little bit with all of these, I find, let's see. Yeah, the quantile, I kind of like this one because you get to see a little bit more of the concentration. So you can change your colors. Let's make this something, let's choose a red. Okay, I'm going to keep the data classes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of select some of these areas where there is no internet subscription. So here's 31.8% of the people who live here, 34.6%, 34, 40.3. Yeah, so you can see the areas that are in the darker red tend to be those counties where a lot of people don't have internet subscription, as opposed to some of these lighter color ones, especially these two counties here, Berkeley and Jefferson. There is a lot of people that commute from the Washington, D.C. area. So in theory, they have higher median incomes. So they probably have better service for internet, and a lot of people do have internet service. So that's one way to double check data from a story that you're reading to make sure that the data jives with what the reporter is writing.